Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about how to increase your damage dramatic amounts of times over. And we are here in the firing range laboratory to test this out. Now I am just using this regular old gun that I unlocked the other day. I have no mods on it whatsoever. I want you to notice that the DPS is 46,783 per second. This number is bogus. It means absolutely nothing. It's just there to look pretty and to get you excited over using a weapon. This is level 100 enemies. And as you can see, I'm going to hit a lot of center mass here because my aim assist is too high. I keep forgetting to change it. You can see that my bullets are doing about 2,000 damage, 3,000 something in the yellow ones. And I think there's a headshot that does about 5,000. Very hard to see. 5,397. So that is the base gun with nothing else. Let me go get some more ammo. The thing about this game that I think a lot of people don't understand is that the firearm attack is very important. Now on this weapon, I have 5.6% firearm attack. That is good, but you want that to be a gold one where it's like 8% more, because that is going to increase the damage output in general without any other mods or anything. Firearm attack is the best thing for this game. So then we go in and we get rifling reinforcement, which is firearm attack plus 12%. And this will now increase the damage from a decent amount to a better amount. Let's just put it that way. Let's go shoot the same guy. So now you can see that my big headshots is now, if it ever hits, is now at 6,000. Yeah, there we go. So we saw a 6,000. So I have improved that now by 12%. Now this will stack and get higher and higher and higher, obviously, the more you level up and enhance the modules, which is what we're going to show as well and talk about. But before we do, let's bring these guys back. We are now going to go into here and we're going to take something like the enhancement ones. Adds fire attack equal to 8% of your firearm attack. If we throw this on, you are going to see in real time that that will increase even more in terms of damage. If I can ever hit that sweet spot. There we go, 6,330. So I got an extra 300 damage just from that enhancement. And I set him on fire, which means that there's going to be more burn damage. So you can already see that I'm putting out a dramatic amount more of damage than I currently was before putting on these. And essentially when you get to end game and higher stuff and you want to do more damage, you are only going to have 2 or 3 of these mods equipped. So let's just say you wanted fire enhancement and rifling. You probably also would want something like the fire rate up on here, like so. Oh, that did not go on properly. So these 3 are going to absolutely increase your damage dramatically because you have a fire rate increase as well. Maybe at some point you want something like the rounds per magazine to get more bullets, and on top of that a reload one if you've got a heavy reloaded weapon. A lot of these ones here that are like purple and better, while they're great, they're not the absolute utmost best thing to have. Now with that being said, if I was to enhance these modules, which we're going to do, I may have space left over for something else. So if I put these up, the capacity also goes up with it. So then I could put something like the sharpshooter on, which is a firearm attack plus 8%, but you get also a critical rate. So you get more critical shots more often, which is where I was getting that big 6,000 damage. Now I can see that my damage just increased even more than it was. So you can see that firearm attack is the most important part of a build for weapon damage specifically. This is also the same for Descendant modules. I have increased Toxic Specialist right now because I am fighting Devourer. So for me, when I cut this down to like 2 to 5 different mods, this will be one of them. The skill power modifier is plus 14%. If I enhance this a lot, then my actual toxic damage is going to be even higher than it is. And then on top of that, I'll have toxic skill power. So these two will go side by side. To the skill power modifier will increase depending on the toxic skill power. So all of this is going to work together and improve my toxic damage dramatically. Right now, I'm just kind of messing around looking at different builds, but it is kind of fun. I'm going to keep the same mods, but we are just going to improve the rifling reinforcement just to show you the difference. So we're going to enhance the modules. We're going to go over to weapons, and we can see that they're all here. So all we're going to do is upgrade this rifling reinforcement. Don't have a dramatic amount of Kuiper shards, but you can see that my firearm attack now is plus 23%, or will be plus 23% instead of plus 12%. and you are going to see the damage increase of this rifling reinforcement mod on this weapon. And what's great about this as well is because it costs 13 capacity, you can actually halve that. If you get a crystallization catalyst, which is endgame material, which is hard to get, you can then go and assign a module socket type to be the same icon as this rifling reinforcement, which will halve its capacity, which will give you a lot more space to play with when you are here. But now we have exactly the same build, but with a much more dramatic firearm attack. Let's go see what it does. Right, let's do this then. Now you'll be able to see that there's going to be an insane amount of damage increase. So now I'm doing 7,000 on that critical hit. Most are like at least 1,000, 2,000 more when it comes to the yellow and orange. And the white is pretty similar, but for the most part it is increased. So you can see that I've already put my damage up by an insane amount. Now, because this is so high now, or higher than it was, this does more damage. But if I was to enhance this one as well, it would do even more damage because it's adding fire attack on that's equal to 8% of the firearm attack. So the higher this is, the higher that will be, and it will do more burn damage, more fire damage. And then with something like this, if I was to increase that, then my firearm attack will be going up even more. So it's all about getting the right mods. You can't just put a mod in every slot and think, oh, this is going to be the best thing for me. Not particularly. If you want to do pure damage, you need to think about what's going to improve your damage and how to go about making it better without using every single mod under the sun. So like I said, fire rate up, also very, very important. I haven't enhanced this yet because I don't have the Kuiper shards, but this will allow you to put more of those damaging bullets out more often and quicker. Now, because this is like a machine gun, I probably would want like the reload time modifier, so I get faster reload. I might want to throw on this expand weapon charge so that my there's more rounds in the magazine, which means more bullets, more damage before having to reload. Then I can do crit rate, and we are set up. So I'm going to hit those crits more often. And if I was to enhance any of these, I would go over the module capacity, which is a shame. But if I wanted to, like, say, keep the firearm critical hit rate and get rid of, let's say, the rounds per magazine, then I can enhance this one up 5 times because my module capacity is 46 and I've got 5 ticks left before it fills up. So then I can improve the critical rate to be even higher, which means those damaging bullets now are more damaging and we will be getting more chances of critical hits, which is even more damage. So you're going to at least double your attack for the most part at the very early stages. Now, it's a shame that these are enhanceable with Kuiper shards because Kuiper shards, well, they're not difficult to get, they can be a pain. So yeah, you got to really think about what you're putting on in terms of mods and what's best for your weapon rather than just using the equip recommended module, because usually this just builds out a very terrible build. This one's not too bad, to be fair, but without the extra damage that I've already put on the last gun, it's not that great, but it will allow me to have more firearm attack anyway. So yeah, that is pretty much how to increase your damage, make the energy cost smaller by doing the module socket types, and just all around a better look at how damage works when it comes from guns specifically. And like I said, this also works with the Descendant modules as well. So if I go in and increase the technician, and remove, let's say I remove the preemptive strike, then I have a lot of module capacity to play with. I could really put this up, and then that will increase the damage that my attacks do in terms of abilities. So pretty cool thing. So I could throw this out, and you can see that it does already pretty good damage. This is on a level 100 enemy, by the way. So if I was to improve this, it would be doing probably like twice as much damage. And look how long it lasts, and you can get things that allow your skills to last longer as well. And that to me is pretty cool. The system is set up to benefit you, to make you very strong. It's just going to take a lot of investment to get the right things that you want in the times that you need them. But yeah, let me know if this helped. Thank you for watching. I've been easy now. You guys have been awesome. I'm tired.